Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Shivam Batra and today we will do exercise 8.1 question 6 to question number 11. So in the previous video we did the introduction part of this chapter, introduction to trigonometry, and first 5 questions of exercise 8.1. So formulas are written here. So we will start from question number 6 now. If angle A and angle B are acute angles such that cos A equal to cos B. So it is given that cos A equal to cos B. Then show that angle A is equal to angle B. To show angle A is equal to angle B. Clear everyone? So let's start the proof here. So first of all, suppose there is a triangle here. This is A, this is B, this is C. Right angled at C. Now what is cos A here? When we are talking about angle A, so this will be base and this BC will be perpendicular. And cos theta is B by H. So cos A will be AC upon AB. B by H. Now cos B, when we are talking about angle B, so this will be our base, so BC upon AB is the value of cos B. Cos is B by H. For angle A this is base AC, for angle B BC is base. So these are the values. Now it is given that cos A equal to cos B. So from here we can write AC upon AB is equal to BC upon AB. So from here AC will be equal to BC. So these two sides are equal now. That means this is a right triangle as well as isosceles triangle. Now we know that if the two sides of any triangle are equal, then the angles opposite to these sides are also equal. So from here the side angle opposite to AC is angle B and angle opposite to BC is angle A. So angle B will be equal to angle A. Angles opposite to equal sides. So this is the proof. This was question number 6. Let's see question number 7 now. Cot theta is given 7 by 8. So solution. Cot theta is 7 by 8. That means 7x by 8x. Because this is the ratio of the two sides. And what is cot theta? B by P. So we will construct a triangle here. Let us say this is ABC. Right angled at B, in which base is 7x and this is 8x, perpendicular. We will find the third side by Pythagoras theorem. So AC square will be AB square plus BC square. This will be 64x square plus 49x square. AC square is 113x square. So AC is root 113x. So this is root 113x. Now all the three sides are known. So first of all we are doing first part here. We have to find the value of this. We have to evaluate this. So we will first simplify this. 1 plus sin theta into 1 minus sin theta upon 1 plus cos theta into 1 minus cos theta. Here you can see that it is forming an identity A plus B, A minus B. This will be 1 minus sin square theta upon A plus B into A minus B. 1 minus cos square theta. Now we will put the value of sin theta and cos theta here. So what will be the value of sin theta? Sin theta is P by H. Let us say this is theta here. So 8 by root 113. 8 by root 113 square upon 1 minus, what is cos theta? Cos theta is P by b by h. That means 7 upon root 113 square. So this will be 1 minus 64 upon 113, 1 minus 49 upon 113. So this will be 113 minus 64 upon 113 and 113 minus 49 upon 113. This will cancel out. This will be equal to 49 upon 64. So this is first part. In the second part we have to calculate cot square theta. And we know the value of cot theta here. So cot square theta will be 7 by 8 whole square. This is 49 by 64. So this was question number 7. Now see question number 8. It is given 3 cot A is equal to 4. So from here cot A will be 4 by 3. So we will construct a triangle. This is 4x by 3x. This is A, B, C. Now what is cot theta? Cot theta is B by P. So B will be 4x. This will be 3x. Now we can find the third side. So AC square is equal to AB square plus BC square. AC square is 16x square plus 9x square. AC square is 25x square. AC is 5x. So put AC is equal to 5x. Now all the three sides are known. We have to check whether 1 minus tan square A upon 1 plus tan square equal to cos square A minus sin square A. So first of all, let us take the LHS here. LHS is 1 minus tan square A upon 1 plus tan square A. What will be tan A here? Tan is P by B. That means 3 by 4. So 1 minus 3 by 4 square upon 1 plus 3 by 4 square. This will be equal to 1 minus 9 by 4. This will be 1 plus 9 by 4. This will be equal to minus 5 by 13. Now what we will do the RHS part. Sorry, there is a calculation mistake here. This will be 1 minus 9 by 16, 3 by 4 square 9 by 16, and this will be 1 plus 9 by 16. So this will be 16 minus 9 upon 16 plus 9, that is 7 by 25. So this is the LHS part. Now do the RHS. RHS is cos square A minus sin square A. So what is cos A? Cos A is B by H, that is 4 by 5, minus sin A. Sin A is P by H, 3 by 5. So this will be 16 by 25 minus 9 by 25. This will be 16 minus 9 by 25, that is 7 by 25. So we can see that LHS is equal to RHS, hence verified. So this is true here, that 1 minus tan square A upon 1 plus tan square is equal to cos square A minus sin square A. Question number 9 now. In triangle ABC, right angled at B. So form a triangle here which is right angled at B. A and C you can take on either side. This is right angled at B, and it is given that tan A is equal to 1 by root 3. So this will be x upon root 3x. So tan A is P by B. So this will be x. This is root 3x. So we can find the third side here. So AC square is AB square plus BC square. This will be AB square is 3x square plus x square. AC square is 4x square. AC will be 2x. So this is equal to 2x. Now all the three sides are known here. Now we have to find the value of this part. Sin A cos C plus cos A sin C. So what is sin A here? Sin A will be, for A this will be base and this will be the perpendicular. So sin A will be x by 2x, that is 1 by 2. What is cos C? For C this will be base and this will be hypotenuse. So this is B by H, that is 1 by 2 again. Clear? Now what is cos A? For A this is the base, cos is base by hypotenuse, that is root 3 by 2. And sin C. For C this is the base and this is perpendicular and sin is P by H and this is again root 3 by 2. So this is 1 by 4 plus 3 by 4, this is 4 by 4, which is equal to 1. So sin A cos C plus cos A sin C is equal to 1. Second part, cos A cos C minus sin A sin C. So what was cos A? Cos A is root 3 by 2. Cos C is 1 by 2 minus sin A is 1 by 2 and sin C is root 3 by 2. So this is root 3 by 4 minus root 3 by 4. This is equal to 0. So first part answer is 1 and second part answer is 0. In question number 10 it is given that PQR is a triangle which is right angled at Q. So we will form a triangle here which is right angled at Q. And P, let us say this is P, this is R. Clear? Now it is given that PR plus QR is 25. So let us say QR is x centimeter. So if QR is x, then PR will be 25 minus x centimeter. Because their sum is 25, one is x, so there will be 25 minus x. So QR is x and PR is 25 minus x, and it is given that PQ is 5. So we have to solve the value of x here to find all the three sides using Pythagoras theorem. So PR square is equal to QR square plus PQ square. So this will be 25 minus x whole square equal to x square plus 25. This will be 625 plus x square minus 50x equal to x square plus 25. This x square will be cancelled out. This will be 600 equal to 50x. So x will be 60 by 5, that is 12. So if x is 12, so we can say QR is 12 centimeter and PR will be 25 minus 12, that is 13 centimeter. Now all the three sides are known. We have to find value of sin P, cos P and tan P. Clear? So this angle is fixed now. So this will be base, this will be perpendicular, and this is the hypotenuse. So sin P is P by H. P by H means QR by PR. This is the perpendicular. And what is QR? QR is 12, PR is 13. So 12 by 13. Cos P. Cos P is B by H. So B is 5, 5 by 13. That is PQ by PR. This is 5 by 13. And what is tan P? Tan P is P by B. This will be QR upon PQ. So this will be 12 by 5. So this is the question number 10. Now let's see question number 11, the last question of the exercise. This is the true and false question. First is value of tan is always less than 1. Value of tan is always less than 1. In few questions we did in the exercise, the value of tan theta was greater than 1 also. So this is false. Not every time the value is less than 1. But we have to prove that how. So we know that tan theta is equal to P by B. Tan theta is P by B. Now P can be either equal greater than B, or it can be less than B, or P can be equal to B. There can be a triangle where perpendicular is greater than base. Perpendicular can also be less than base, and perpendicular and base can also be equal. So from here, if P is greater than B, so numerator will be greater than denominator. So for this case, first case, tan theta will be greater than 1. If P is less than B, so numerator will be smaller, so tan theta will be less than 1. And if P is equal to B, then tan theta will be equal to 1, because if P and B are equal, this will cancel out and answer will be 1. So from here we can see that there is no restriction on tan theta that the value is always less than 1. It can be less than 1, it can be equal to 1 also, and it can also be greater than 1. So first is false. Clear? Now see the second statement. Secant A is 12 by 5 for some value of angle A. Can value of secant A be 12 by 5? So see, secant is h by B. Secant A is h by B. And we know that h is always greater than B. Hypotenuse is the longest side, so h will be obviously greater than the base. So this value, secant A, will be always greater than 1. Clear? So this statement is true, because here the value 12 by 5 is greater than 1. So this is true. Third, cos A is abbreviation used for cosecant of angle A. This is false, because cos A means cosine of angle A. Cosec means cosecant of angle A. So cos A is not abbreviation of cosecant of angle A. Cos A is abbreviation of cosine of angle A. So this is false. Now fourth, cot A is product of cot and A. I already told you that cot A doesn't mean that cot multiplied by angle A. This is read as cotangent of angle A, cot of angle A. So this is again false. And last one, sin theta is 4 by 3 for some angle theta. So we know that sin theta is P upon H, and we know that H is always greater than P, because hypotenuse is the longest side. So here this value 4 by 3 is greater than 1. But we know that the denominator is always greater than the numerator, and in this scenario the answer is always less than 1. So the value cannot be greater than 1, that is, so we can say that sin theta will be not equal to 4 by 3. So from here we can write sin theta never greater than 1. The value of sin theta always lies between -1 to 1. The maximum value sin theta can have is 1, minimum is -1, so it cannot have value greater than 1. So this was exercise number 8.1. In the next video we will do exercise 8.2. Till then, like, subscribe and share. Thank you.